Good morning, Miss Anna. I hope you are doing well today. Before I begin, allow me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Chika Alisya Ayunindya Laura, student number 076 from the Public Administration program at Yogyakarta State University. Today, I am going to present a research article entitled Technological Frames in Public Administration. What do public managers think of big data? This article was written by Gwendes, Matler, and Scatler and published in Government Information Quarterly in 2020. The topic of this journal is on public managers' perception and technological frameworks regarding big data. The research problem identified in this study includes several key issues. First, there is a gap between the theoretical potential of big data and its allowed actual usage in the public sector. Second, government organization delay to adoption of big data due to implementation uncertainties and a lack of readiness metrics. Third, differences in understanding and assumption among public managers create uncertainty in decision making. The purpose statement of this study is to explore the technological framework, such as assumption, expectation, and understandings of public managers in interpreting the opportunities and challenges of using big data in public administration. The research questions are as follows. First, what opportunities and challenges do public managers associate with the introduction and use of big data in public administration? Second, how do cognitive structures such as assumption, expectation, and understandings shape the technological framework and typology of public managers' thinking regarding big data? Third, to what extent do inconsistencies in perception and skepticism among public managers influence the slow adoption of big data in public sector? Why is it important for us to discuss this issue? This issue is important because the vast potential of big data has not been fully realized due to inconsistent perception and skepticism among public managers. Why is it a need for us to raise this issue? This issue needs to be raised because although big data has great potential to revolutionize public administration, its actual use remains very limited in the public sector. Under what context is this issue discussed or debated? This issue is discussed within the context of public administration, particularly regarding the tension between technocratism and police pessimism concerning the political complexities and cognitive barrier involved in implementing big data. Is there any gap or controversy? Between individuals, groups, or communities in this field and beyond? This research is supported by the work of Vidra and Cleaving in 2019, who identified a fundamental contradiction between narrative and technopticism and police pessimism in the literature. Now, regarding the stance taken in this research, the implementation of big data in public administration is contradictory in nature. While its potential is vast, its use remains limited. This indicates that the primary barriers are not technical, but rather cognitive and social, particularly differences in perception among public managers that hinder alignment of vision. Therefore, it is crucial to emphasize an understanding of the cognitive framework through the Q methodology so that big data implementation can process more effectively. Based on the findings, there are several important implications. First, the implementation of big data in the public sector is cognitive and social challenge, not merely a technical one. Second, the perception of public managers and policymakers are critical to the success or failure of technology adoption. Third, alignment of vision across units and the strengthening of trust through regulation are necessary. Four, this finding support technology framework theory, which posits that individual assumption influence adoption. Lastly, this yields 9 technology category frameworks to map the bureaucracy mental readiness for digital innovation. This is the bibliography for my presentation, which includes the main reference used in this study. To wrap up, that is all I can present for today. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I truly appreciate it, and I hope this presentation can provide useful insight. If there are any question or feedback, I will be happy to respond. Thank you, Miss Anna. Have a great day.